Yeah, I can tell you that, I might as well just bring this up now. We actually, on Sunday, I received a complaint. I received information from an individual that one of my officers might have been in DC for the protest and that may have participated on the attack on the Capitol. And I can tell you that I received that late Sunday. I immediately contacted the FBI. We had already offered all of our resources to our FBI and our federal partners to help investigate any lead in our area of responsibility here in Houston. So I received information that one of our officers may have been at the Capitol. I immediately contacted the special agent in charge of the FBI, special agent in charge, Perry Turner, and we launched a joint investigation Sunday afternoon. I can tell you that this morning, at first thing in the morning, there is a member of the Houston Police Department that's been determined that on his own time to have not only attended a rally, which is their First Amendment rights, but this individual has been determined to actually have been penetrated the Capitol, and that person was been placed off administrative leave this morning, and he was served with a 48-hour notice for a hearing with the Chief of Police on Friday. Let me just say this, there is no excuse for criminal activity, especially from a police officer. I can't tell you the anger I feel at the thought of a police officer and other police officers thinking they get to go storm the Capitol, or members of the military, or members of the Secret Service. And so our commitment here in the Houston Police Department is always to the rule of law. And it saddens me to report that we have that one officer, but I'm going to announce it here because it's the facts. And I'm trying to relax on a Sunday night. I got my email with me, and a member of this community sent me a picture. Didn't show any officer doing anything other than being with a Trump flag, face covered. And the first thing I did is I went to that person's Facebook, confirmed that was one of our officers that was there. Now, keep in mind, everybody has a First Amendment right to go to engage in First Amendment activity. But I wanted to make sure that they didn't pass beyond that and do something unlawful. And so I can tell you that there's a high probability this individual will be charged with federal charges, and rightfully so. And I'd be surprised if they show up Friday to my hearing.
Did that officer travel with other people?
No, we don't have any indication of that at this point, but that is part of our investigation. So far we believe he traveled alone, but the investigation is ongoing with the FBI and with the Joint Terrorism Task Force and with our own internal affairs investigators. No, it's a patrol officer. He's an Asian American patrol officer. I believe he has about 18 years on the department. No history of discipline or any issues. But he has a date with me on Friday. We'll see if he shows up. Acuérdese que me acaban de preguntar en inglés si tenemos alguna información sobre miembros de nuestra comunidad que viajaron o van a viajar a Washington, D.C., lo que le expliqué en inglés, que sí, nosotros estamos mirando eso y sabemos que hubieron muchas personas de Houston que fueron a la capital el día 6 de enero. El domingo por la noche yo recibí una carta electrónica con una foto de una persona y dijeron que pensaban que esto eran unos medios oficiales. El oficial que estaba en su tiempo franco estaba vestido de civil y tenía una de las banderas de Trump en su cuerpo y tapado. El momento que vi eso, me puse en contacto con mis jefes, ordené una investigación interna y también una investigación criminal. Me puse en contacto con el FBI, mi colega Perry Turner, y empezamos una investigación juntos. Esta mañana ese oficial ha estado sacado del servicio y le dimos una nota de 48 horas para tener un juicio conmigo este viernes, porque por ley tengo que darle las 48 horas, pero tiene un juicio conmigo el viernes. Yo voy a estar muy sorprendido, me va a coger por sorpresa si el oficial no se deja resign del departamento, no sé cómo se dice en español.
Renunciar,
Yo voy a estar muy asombrado si no renuncia a su puesto, pero el juicio es el viernes. No puedo decir, I don't know about you all, but as an American, when I saw the Confederate flag in the Capitol, in the rotunda, that angered me. And the thought of police officers, off-duty police officers participating in that, I can't tell you what that does to me, and it should do to everyone here.
I have another quick question.
Go ahead.
Have you identified anyone else that took part locally in the Capitol riot last week?
We haven't, but remember, we're not the primary agency. On any of the investigations in terms of the attack on the Capitol is being conducted by the FBI with help from their federal partners, and it's being run primarily out of the Washington, D.C. Field office, and they're sending it out to our folks, to their folks across the country. We did, and we have volunteered to help with any leads in our area of responsibility, and I think I'm going to let the FBI speak to that. But we did identify our officer when we got that complaint.
Chief, how far did this individual get into the Capitol last week?
He got into the Capitol, and that's all I'm going to say. There's an ongoing criminal investigation, and I'm confident, highly confident, he will be facing federal charges.